Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about QNT. QNT continues to be below this descending trend line. I think we talked about that in the last video already. I'm still watching $80 as an ideal target. We've been talking about that for several months now for this about this $80 level. And we are getting there slowly in slow motion. There was a very boring period here between May and August when this wave 4 topped. And now we're coming down in the wave 5. We've got a micro count on this chart, which is not so reliable because we're dealing with micro counting. And anyway, this entire structure here isn't great. This is an absolute messy structure. Still though, I've got it labeled. I expect it to change at some point, but it works for now. It's not so important to have the perfect micro count here. There will be 10 different possible interpretations. But the point is that we understand that the overall wave count is technically complete. It doesn't need to go any lower. Absolutely not. Looking at this chart now, I mean, it might even be worth reinterpreting it and labeling it as A, B, and the C wave just as an ending diagonal. Maybe I will do that for the next video. It seems reliable now, but I mean, this wave count has worked for us so far. But it seems like, there's no way or there's no need to really over-label something and to make it more complex than it needs to be. Not saying this is the perfect count, but it works. And I encourage everybody, when you do your counting, your wave counting, then just keep it, be pragmatic and do what matters for trading. Not so much, we don't want to become a we don't want to get a PhD from Elliott wave counting. We want to do the stuff that's needed to give us the entries and exits that we want and to give us the areas where reward is high and risk is low. So what I always say is more important than getting the perfect, Elliott wave count in a corrective structure is to be watching for a 1-2 setup, which is basically the setup that most Elliott wave traders are looking for. A 1-2 setup where the wave 2 is the corrective pullback and holds above support. That's the important task. That's why we do all this work, to identify the 1-2 setups. And we're getting close to the end of a potential wave 2. I have no evidence that the wave 2 is over though, but I'm watching the $80 level as a next potential target. So if we go to the 1 hour chart, this wave 2 is likely still unfolding, but honestly, we could be really getting towards the end of this. So this could be the wave 5 of C, of 5, and so on, In this wave 5, I have an ABC structure because I'm counting the whole move down here as an ending diagonal, basically in a C wave. And then within the wave 5, obviously, it would therefore be an ABC structure, right? And in the C wave, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and the wave 5 could be the last one. Now, again, there will be other interpretations, and I'm not saying with the next low, the low is in, but I definitely will watch the $80 level. And we already know from previous updates that at any point this chart can turn around. It's just that there is zero evidence, and I will focus on lower until we have a first small impulse to the upside that is followed by a 3-wave pullback. It's hovering below resistance anyway. We have this structural resistance here, and the price hasn't really shown any motivation to break back above resistance. So yeah, no change to forecast. This is micro support here. The previous wave 4 low here, that was formed on the 7th of September, right? 7th of September has been the wave 4 low last year. And this is just structural support. And as soon as we break it, there isn't much left in terms of support until we get to $80. So that's still an ideal target. It's also a Fibonacci level. It's the 78.6 retracement level on the linear chart. And I think it's the 61.8 roughly on the log chart. So they overlap basically. There's good confluence for support. Yeah, that's my update about QNT. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.